EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Hey, come on. Hey! Right shot! Report! Report! Go right here. Hey, report! Report!
Jackson looking to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Ravens 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Vikings.
19, right. Let's stay 19.
They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They're going to look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Completes this to Addison out left. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Quickly to Addison here. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal, Minnesota.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Looking to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down.
No, we changed it. Go. Nice shot.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
2nd and 14. This one brought in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 28 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the extra.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Rashad Bateman. 2 yards on the pickup.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Throwing is Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Vikings 21. Ravens nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, his 2nd sack of the night. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Trenton Simpson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Vikings first down.
19-18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Make
They'll look to throw again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
DC ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3rd down and 1.
It's a gain of 8.
In motion right is Davis. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Baltimore.
They go play action with Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Vikings.
Ready?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Come 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Check. Hurt. Bronco 80. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go. Head high. Middle. Ready, shot. Get high.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
13. All right.
Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, report. Report. Hey, middle. No.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 33-yard line.
Second down and inches. This is Smith with a grab. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
16 yards. That's good.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On the tackle.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Lamar changing the look.
Yeah.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. And now here is another interception. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. And got his man complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Dobbins once more, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Slot man moves right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Half the 60, half the 60. Hey, check that, street.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Ravens 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping. And my goodness, another interception. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A great effort there with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Ravens 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson. They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, 44 yards. And the Vikings continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for two. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Hey, go steal. Blue is striking. Set cut.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up second and 4.
On second down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now Lamar changing the play. Now a handoff to Huntley up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Caleb Huntley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
97.
Hall. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third.
Here's Hall. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Minnesota.
On the give is Nwangu. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.